Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 10th of May, 2025. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So welcome everyone. Thanks for watching the video. It's always appreciated. If you do like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe button. That's always a good thing. Yeah, I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. Now I've moved into my new apartment behind me. It's actually a little bit more expensive than what I was paying in, I wasn't paying in Phnom Penh, I was paying in Cambodia. I was paying 350 US a month. Here's 460. It's a much more modern apartment, 460 US that is per month. It's a much more modern apartment and the cleaner's already been and they've also taken my laundry, my washing, dirty clothes, so they do that for me too, which is great. The Wi-Fi is really good. I don't have to steal from another building and it's in a secure building, 24-hour security, etc. Really good quality building too. And like I've got construction right across the road and I can't hear them. Yeah, it's soundproof. It's pretty cool. It's good. All right, let's get into it. The charts, it's been a pretty quiet week actually, not much really happening, but let's have a look. So this is TradingView. This is what I do all my analysis on. I actually trade on MT5. So I've just started with another prop firm. What's it called? I'll find it in a minute. Oh, Funded Elite. Yeah, they're offering a deal at the moment, Funded Elite. If you're interested and you want to try something, instead of paying the full amount, say it's $500, it's a bit more than that, but for me, instead of paying the full $500 for the challenge, you only pay $5. So you pay $5. If you pass the challenge, then you have to pull, if you pass all the challenges, or just like two-step or whatever it is, then you have to pay the full amount, which is a little bit more expensive than you just paid for it now. Probably double the price, but it's a good way to test if you're a prop firm sort of trader. So let's just give you an example of what's happening. All right, this is my watch list on the right. I am not a trade signal provider. Please do not follow me blindly. Please don't. Do your own due diligence, do your own analysis. I'll give you my ideas, what I'm doing, but don't necessarily follow me. The different colors means they've got different trade management techniques. So the first three are the multi-sequence hedging. Second four there are loss recovery based on the QMP filter dot. The next three in blue are the traditional hedging pairs, and the bottom three in that pinky salmon color is loss recovery based on the MACD platinum. If you don't know what any of those trade management techniques are, go to my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called Profitable Forex Trading. You'll see videos explaining all those methods in there. These bottom four pairs, three pairs, trades I've still got open. I'm going to remove them once they're done. It could be a long time on the pound USD, but who knows? And the US stock market. So let's get into it. Now, all these trades are called on a daily basis. So for me, the new daily candle is at 4 a.m. local. I don't get out of bed till 6:30. Not much happens in that 2.5 hours in the morning. 6:30, I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock. I'm in Vietnam, so the time zone is pretty good actually for trading. So this is a buy back on the, this Aussie yen, there's a buy back on the 11th of April. MACD platinum below the zero level. Remember, we're looking to buy when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. There's a zero level there. It's a MACD platinum. All it is a zero lag MACD. Now there's a stop in place, so I'm just trailing the stop up. Generally I'll trail the stop up somewhere close, either a recent low or just below the SMA 20. Yeah, my throat's killing me. Yeah, not used to talking. Yeah, throat's sore. So just trail it below the SMA 20. So I can't lose on this buy trade. In the meantime, I'm drawing these potential trend lines here. There's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level, so it just gives me that's a grey vertical line. It's just like an early warning signal for me that I know there's something happening, potentially happening. So waiting on the red QMP filter dot. The trend is down, so if we've got a sell trade there, I take this every day of the week if it was soon, because that is potential hidden bearish divergence there, which is the setup I like. Anytime I call one of these trades, like I said, I get up 2.5 hours later, so my entry is always a bit not quite at the open, but I try and get it as close as I can. I take a screenshot, post the trade call in my daily updates, which go to Telegram channel and the Facebook group. Everyone's more than welcome to join, and also post a screenshot on those daily updates, and those screenshots go in a shared folder. So I've probably got 1,000 trades in those folders at least. So yeah, and I also put them on TradingView. Let's have a look. See, if you have a look at my TradingView channel, let's have a look. Don't worry about the sport. I love my sport. Trading ideas. So we go to a favourite here. So JAGfx, this is TradingView, and if you go down, I post all my trade setups in there also. So anytime I post a valid setup in the daily update, it goes into my TradingView channel. So there's 43 pages there, so you can see how many I've been doing on that. That's the TradingView. All right, let's go back to the sports and go back to the charts. All right, so we're in a buy on the Aussie yen, can't lose, play, look, stop in place. Right, pound CAD. Now this is something for Monday. There's a new buy signal on Monday. So there'll be a buy up here somewhere. Now this setup is a bit sketchy. By sketchy, I mean it's not perfect. The MACD platinum is just below the zero level, just below the zero. There's no supporting divergence. We've come to this resistance level on price. So it's not a great setup, but I don't mind it. It's a pair that moves nicely. You ever look at the pair, and that's one of the reasons it's in the 3 pairs I'm trading using the multi-sequence hedging. So for me, all right, so I'm already in this sell here. So if you're in that sell and you had a stop in place, I'm assuming your stop would be up just above here, above these highs here somewhere. So now would be either a good time to exit and wait for another sell setup, if that's your thing. Don't let it hit the stop. For me, so what I'm going to do in sequence 1, S1, I'm going to take a hedge buy. So this will be a hedge buy for sequence 1. And with the multi-sequence hedging, it's a new sequence 2 trade. So see, S1 is going to be hedged. It's going to be break even. I don't know, break even is going to be not applicable because it's hedged. But then there'll be sequence 2 buy for 0.10. Don't know what price it's going to be. That'll be trade 1. Overall break even is going to be, I'd say it's going to be up here somewhere. So price keeps on going up, hits my break even. Overall, both trades, all 3 trades, because it'll be a sell, hedge buy and a buy, so it'll be 3 trades. Break even, say, gets up to here somewhere around where the pound CAD is. This previous high, it'll be around there somewhere. If it gets up there, I could close all 3 trades at overall break even, so I'm not taking a loss basically. Yeah, so this is a standalone buy trade on Monday if you wish to take it. Like I said, it's not a great setup, but because I'm committed to the multi-sequence hedging, I'm taking the buy. It's your call whether you take it as an actual just standalone buy trade. So it's Monday, new buy trade on the pound CAD. For me, it's a second buy and a hedge buy. Right, XAU, USD, gold. You can pause the video you want and read all the notes. I've got a lot happening here. Right, we'll go to this is one of the reasons I've split up the watch list a bit, because it gets confusing when I've got loss recovery and multi-sequence hedging all on the same chart. So this is one of my old pairs prior to me breaking up the watch list, so that's why I've still got both on there. With the loss recovery, don't worry about that. We can't lose on that. The last trade was this buy here, stop in place there. Must be pretty close to getting stopped out. We can't lose on that. So I recovered all the loss. It was total loss was 6,300. All recovered, no dramas. So don't worry about that. That's good. Good as gold. Pardon the pun. All right. Now we're trying to get out of some. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sequences, obviously. S1 through S6. So sequence one's hedged at the moment. So sell, buy, hedge, hedge buy, second sell, hedge buy, third sell, third hedge buy. So hedge, that's hedged. Sequence two, this buy, sell, buy, and we've closed out some of that, and it's got a stop and play. So the stop for that is there also. So that's good. We can't lose on sequence two. Sequence three is hedged. So sequence three, sell, hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy. That's hedge. Sequence four is a buy and closed half and stop and place there. Can't lose on sequence four, so all good there. Sequence five is a sell and a hedge buy. So that's hedged. Sequence six is a buy, which is not looking too good at the moment. So we've got an overall break even, which is off the charts up here somewhere, 3,754. So if gold suddenly shot up and went through that level there, I could close all my trades and I'd be in profit with these other trades. So it's no big deal. There's profit loss today, it's minus 588. Yeah, 580. Don't worry about that too much because that's negative, because the sequence trades have been closed for losses, but the other ones are winners, so that'll reverse to positive. And the only reason I put that on the chart is just to give me an overall number. Say that was positive plus $1,000, and it ever got to the stage where overall I was, say, $1,000 down, I'd close all the trades and start afresh and be overall break even sort of thing. So it's no big deal. So gold's a bit messy, a lot happening, a lot of sequences. Right, Aussie USD. All right, we're in a buy back here. That was a DC8. There was a buy and a second buy. So dollar cost averaging. I got in the position where it went up nicely. I was able to close out most. You can read the notes there. And stop in place. Can't lose on that. So that's good. Most recent trade was this sell, which was taken yesterday, Friday the 9th. There's a sell taken there. There's a bit of regular bearish divergence there. These green levels, that's a 60-cent level, that's a 65-cent level, obviously the 70-cent level. Big round numbers on the Aussie USD, they mean a lot, and as you can see, price sort of bounced off that also. So two things, regular bearish divergence and the 65-cent level, and also the MACD above the zero level fair distance. So a sell trade was taken there, and we're still in a buy. So basically we're in a pretty good position there at the moment. BTC, USD, Bitcoin. Now, this is a 24/7 market, so just be aware of that. And the thing is, you don't really get stressed about it on the weekend because really not much happens. There's going to be the odd one where some weekend news will come out that affects Bitcoin or any of the cryptos. But generally, because I trade the 8-hour charts for BTC or Bitcoin, and I rarely take maybe one signal every once a month or something on a weekend. And it's normally well after the fact because I keep on forgetting about it. My alarm on my phone is set for every 8 hours on Monday to Friday, not weekend. Talking about phone, my phone actually died last night, so I'm phoneless at the moment. I've had that one for 6 years. All right, so yeah, well, let's have a look here. We're in a buy from 10th of April down here when price bounced off that 80,000 level. Now look at this, back through the $100,000 level. Unbelievable. But I took this sell here. Now this is in the part of the watch list that involves loss recovery on the QMP filtered dot, which basically means every dot I take a trade. So if I'm in a trade, like every initial trade's based on the high probability divergence trading method. Every trade for every pair on that watch list. The only time I go into the trade management technique is if the trade goes against me. If the trade goes in my favour right from the get-go, and about 50%, probably more, do actually go in my favour, then I just treat them like a normal trade, so it's no drama. But when they go like this, so I took this sell here, so you can see the sell, that was trade one, and then I had a reversal. There's a QMP filter dot here, a blue one, so I took a buy. So I'm taking a loss on the sell, so the loss is there, $668. It's a turned around quickly, Bitcoin. And so I've taken a buy with a bigger position, so it's 3 times, 0.24. My target 1, target 2, so that's these 2 yellow dotted lines up there. Target 1 is just the first target. If it reaches there, and say it, like at the moment the MACD platinum's above the 0 level, there's regular bearish divergence forming. We're getting up close to a previous high. So there's a lot of things to say that price may not get up there, it may turn. So if it just sort of got up there and struggled a bit around that first level, I could just close the trade and I'd recover that loss from the sell. And all I'd be waiting is for another sell setup. But this is Bitcoin, like gold, like stocks, it tends to have a bullish bias. But because we're at the 100,000 level, which is a big round number, you see how it stalled there previously. We'll just switch to a weekly chart. And there's your 100,000. See, this is a weekly chart. And it stalled around that 100,000 level previously. It's a big round number. Just go back to the daily chart. So it's going to be, if it just pops up, and if it goes to the second target, it means I can do a partial close. So I could close 2/3 of that trade and put a stop in place around the entry level, and I'll still recover my loss and give me some more potential to earn more profit. So that's why there's 2 targets. So first one's the first target, obviously, and if say price just has a big candle, one of these like candles like that, it shoots up through both, then I'm just closing 2/3 of it and putting the stop in place. So we're in a buy here, so that's still in with a stop there, so we can't lose on that. That's good. That's offsetting this loss a bit at the moment, and we're taking a second buy in here, and it's sort of slowly heading up. Pound yen, it's probably moved very similar to the Bitcoin, isn't it? In a buy here, can't lose on that. So S1 is a buy from the 16th of April. Stop in place, can't lose on that, already closed half. Not sure where I closed half, you can check the spreadsheet. So they're in here, I'd say, or not, it'd be nice if it was up there, but I don't think so. So at the moment we had a sell there, there's a red dot there, just below that blue line, you can see it, there it is. That blue line's just a bit of a potential resistance level, that's all that is. MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, so I took the sell, and it's just gone against me basically after 1 day, it's just gone shot up. No big deal because I got this buy and I could look at trail to stop up a little bit higher. I'll give it a couple of days. As I said, I'll try to keep it either below a low, which in this case will be here, or just trail it below the 20 SMA. So even though I'm losing on this sell trade from the 6th of May, it's not the end of the world because I've still got this buy on. XAG, USD, silver in a sell trade, and it's going nowhere fast. It's getting a bit ugly here, no big deal. Yeah, I'm not too worried. Silver moves nicely, so if it turns into be a loss, say there's a buy signal here, I go, this is in the loss recovery based on the QMP dot, so I just close the sell, take the loss, and take a bigger buy, and it'll eventually get me going in one direction. It doesn't stick in a range too long. As you can see, here's a bit of a 3 dots close together, but then bang. If we took a sell there, took a buy there, lost on both of them, I guarantee the loss would have been made up on that trade. And there's a buy in there, it's a little bit tricky to see, and that would have, another one, good one. All right, Euro Aussie, in a sell, can't lose, stop in place, so sells from the, was that 14th of April, stop in place. I could probably hopefully trail that down. So that's a week there, it's just gone nowhere. Blue dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level, hence the grey warning line there, and potential hidden bullish divergence forming. So you know what I think about that? If I get a buy signal here, all over it, all over it. And this is the traditional hedging. NZ CAD. In a buy from back here, 11th of April, can't lose on that, stop in place. So no need to go into any trade management techniques, it's just a buy that went in my favour right from the get-go. It's just a traditional type trade now, can't lose. Sell, not so pretty. Like a lot of pairs, sort of not really sure where it's going this week. Took a sell here. based on hidden bearish divergence, the red line there, and this blue line was also sort of a double top and potentially a triple top. Well, it's close, but hopefully it'll push down. MACD pattern still above the zero level. Good thing we got this buy. Look, like I said, if I trail the stop up close, there's no need to, because I've got this sell on. I could just leave this buy where it is, below this low here, this fractal as they call it. And all the fractal is these turning points, small turning points, fractals. It's a strange name, but that's what it is. So we're not too concerned, even though we're losing a little bit on the sell, because I've got this buy on, I can't lose. So if the buy gets stopped out, that means the sell will be in profit. The worst case scenario would be drops down, takes out my stop, and goes straight back up. That's, yeah, that happens. New Zealand USD. All right, this was one that was stopped out. All right, let's have a look. So this was a traditional hedge, TH, traditional hedge. So this was a buy here. Then I took a hedge sell, then a second buy. Traditional hedging is different to the multi-sequence hedging. Multi-sequence hedging would have been a buy, hedge sell, and a sell. Then a second buy, a hedge buy, then a third buy. I know it's a bit confusing, but traditional hedging is just looking one sequence. So it's a buy, hedge sell, so we're locking in a loss between those two trades. And when we get this buy, it's a bigger trade, 3 times, take the buy. And we recovered that, we recovered all the losses. You can look at the spreadsheets. So that was all good. And we put a stop in place there, and that was stopped out last night, or yesterday, Friday. So it stopped out for profit. I was also in a loss recovery from old loss recovery on MACD on this, and it was also stopped out. So that stopped there. So all this is gone. If you haven't, just rewind the video, because if you want to read those, because I'm just about to delete them. So that's all gone. That's all gone. All of this is gone now. So all profitable, no problems. So it's all gone. This one's gone. I could probably pause the video and do this, but you know, you get the idea. That's gone, and the stop is gone. Nope, not that one, that one. So now that just leaves me with a sell. Here, very similar to Aussie USD, it's hit a big round number again. In this case, it's the 60 cent level. So this is New Zealand USD, 60 cent. See, again, see how price sort of bounces off these big round numbers? Same applies to the New Zealand. So I took a sell, starting to go in my favour a little bit, but now the MACD's getting through the zero level, so I'm going to have to start thinking about taking some action soon. There's not much I can really do here. It's in my traditional hedge list, so I'll just keep an eye on it. Give it a couple of days, but this may hold. Right, Aussie Swiss, we're in no trades, just drawing potential trend lines on there for potential. I'm not drawing potential trend lines, I'm drawing trend lines for potential hidden bearish divergence there. We've got a red dot on the MACD pattern above the zero level, so I'm in sell mode. Euro USD, give me a little bit of grief, but we're getting closer every day. Pause the video. I've got a lot happening here if you want. Sequence 5 is traditional hedge. So sell, hedge, buy, second sell, second hedge, third sell, third hedge, fourth sell. Trade 4, break even for that is that yellow dot. So we're very close to possibly getting out of that. Sequence 7 is DCA. So I'm just DCAing this, which means dollar cost averaging. So it's a sell, second sell, third sell. Break even's down here. No dramas. I'm just going to keep on taking sell trades until I get a break even somewhere. Doesn't worry me. I'm small position sizing. It's only half a lot. This is $120-something thousand account. It hasn't really moved much. I think the balance is about 130 now, but I'm down about 8,000 in drawdown, which is no big deal. So yeah, we're trying to get down to these yellow lines. Sequence 1 is where are we here? Sequence 1 here is a buy, stop in place, same level as sequence 8. Forgot about sequence 8. Sequence 8 is a buy. That's from down here. Sequence 1's there. Both their stops at the same place. So locking in good profit on sequence 8, locking a little bit of profits on sequence 1. So they're good. Sequence 2 is a sell, and I should really be doing something about that, and I will be. All right, on Monday, sequence 2, it's the MACD Platinum's already through the zero level. No, I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to leave it as is. I should be really closing half of that. I should have closed half of that probably yesterday, Friday, and put a stop just say here somewhere. Because the MACD Platinum's well through the zero level. We've got potential hidden bullish divergence forming. So I'll give it one more day, and I'll probably Tuesday I'll look at closing half for sequence 2 and locking in more profit. So you can see what's happening. We've got a bit of a mixed bag of trade management techniques. Gets a little bit confusing, but there is a method to my madness, as I always say, and we'll get out of this. Already got a little bit of profit there, I think, yeah, $179, and we'll also definitely get some on sequence 8 and sequence 1 and possibly sequence 2. So we can add to that a little bit. Yeah, it'd be nice just to clear this sequence 5, this traditional hedging. That just leaves me that DCA and some other trades, and we can get back into it. Right, pound Aussie, something happening on Monday, new buy trade. Not much else happening on this pair at the moment. New buy trade on Monday, MACD Platinum, well below the zero level. There's a blue QMP dot there. Monday, I don't know where my entry is going to be, obviously, until Monday when I enter the market. It's a little bit flat at the moment, but there is divergence there, which is hidden bullish divergence, so I'm always going to take that. It's a big round number, it's just 2.000, that's that number there. It's not really got much play in it at the moment, but it's a new buy on Monday for the pound Aussie. Now, pound USD, this is the pair that is giving me grief. A couple of reasons. One, because I've got a lot of trades on, and two, because there's a few reasons actually. Two is because I missed a trade about a month ago because of I had a midweek bender, and I missed the daily setup, which probably was, by the time I got in, I was probably about 60 pips too late, which throws the whole balance of the sequences out, but not to worry, it's my fault and I'm going to wear it. We've got a lot happening here. We've got a lot of loss recovery trades to make up on. We've got multiple sequences. We've got some with that are closed out. Sequence 1, sequence 3, we've got sequence 5. These are all the break-even levels, these yellow lines. The solid yellow line is my overall break-even. It'd be nice just to pop down on that and take that out. That'd make my life so much better. Got a bit of profit built up, $698, nearly $700, so that gives me a little bit of a, a little bit of a buffer to work with. What's that sequence there? Sequence 6 is this one in here. That's partially closed, stop and place, can't lose on that, which is good. Sequence 8, it's also got a close, which is good. So we're locking in profit on a couple of sequences there. And the last one was this sequence 9, because this is the multi-sequence hedging, and we've got a loss recovery also. So there's a lot happening on this pair. At the moment, it's just this, like I said, this is nearly a week and a half, just a sideways, absolute crap. MACD Platinum below the zero level, very similar to Euro USD, except, and the third reason I stuffed this up, I went in with the wrong position sizing, basically double my position sizing. Hence my drawdown, it all revolves around this pair. But I don't mind trading the pound USD, even though I'm going to remove it from my watch list. It's a pair I'm pretty comfortable trading. So all I'm going to do is try and chip away at some of these trades. It may be the case where I go into dollar cost averaging mode. I might just close, say, all my buy trades, because this has had a fairly decent uptrend. So you're thinking there's going to be some decent pullbacks like this. So I might just close all my buy trades and just look like the Euro USD, just keep on chipping away as much as I can, and try at least, worst case scenario, get out of overall break even. But I could be in this pair for a long time, doesn't worry me, as long as other pairs are making money, I'm happy to sit in this. I know swap fees build up a little bit and it ties up margin, but I'm trading fairly small on a big account, so it's not the end of the world. USD CAD, All right, this is one that's given me a little bit of grief, but not too bad. I'm in a traditional hedge, sequence 1, so there was a buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell, third buy. So up to trade 3 plus 0.30. So it's not, even though there's a lot of trades on, that's my net long plus 0.3, which is nothing. Break even for that is up here, this yellow dashed line. So hopefully we'll just keep on heading up here. Now this was a buy here that I called obviously a couple of days ago. The only problem was the MACD was already through the 0 level. But when there's divergence involved, as per my divergence book, as long as one side of the divergence is on the right side of the 0 level, doesn't matter which side, as long as one side is, in this case it's this side, the lower side, was well below the 0 level. So I'm happy to take that buy, plus I had to because I'm in a traditional hedge type sequence. But if you're just doing a traditional type trading with a stop in place, your stop would be down here somewhere, just sort of halfway between the bottom of the candle and the blue dot there. You can still take that buy trade. And as it's showing, it's going okay. And this was also because I'm in loss recovery based on the MACD Platinum. So the first buy was there, opposite dot, closed for a loss. This is a valid buy signal because the MACD Platinum is below the 0 level. Took a second buy and it reversed and I took another loss. So this third, even though it's again it's not below the MACD 0 level, with the divergence I took the third buy. So that 2 targets for the tradition is up there. Those 2 yellow dotted lines, target 1, target 2. So we can just get up to in this yellow dash line here. I'll just be happy to close all the trades and have a break even sort of result. USD, Singapore dollar. Sequence 1 is just a traditional hedge and it's technique, and it's actually hedged. So buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So it's hedged. So basically my next trade will be trade 5 on sequence 1. The good thing about it, all the trades are all pretty in the same area, which is a good thing. So it won't take much to get up and get an overall break even when we do get a buy, which it could be potentially soon. I was hoping it'd be for Monday, but it's not. We've got a lot of divergence happening there. There's a regular bullish divergence. MACD flat below the 0 level. But sequence 2 and my loss recovery, and there's 2 loss recovery sequences there. You just pause the video and have a, they're fine, they're all done. Sequence 2 is good, we've already closed part of that, you can read up there, and stop in place there, so we're locking in nice profit there, and this was also a loss recovery for 2 sequences, and both of them have got stops in place at the same. So we're making good profit in all these, all profit in that, which I can add to my little bank here, which is at the moment minus 113 because there's negative trades closed obviously. But if these ever get stopped out, I can bring the stop down a bit tighter as we get a buy signal. I'll tighten that stop right up. We'll get some good overall profit there because it gives us a buffer, as I said. So it's the USD Singapore dollar. This video's dragging on. I must be talking too much. I've got the air conditioning on too, which is good. All right, USD, not USD, US 500, US stock market. Price is starting to head back up again. So it's come down, all this tariff war in here, and the dust is starting to settle as the stock market regains. It's coming up to close to its previous high up here. But the thing is, the MACD Platinum's a long way above the 0 level. We've got hidden bearish divergence there, and we've got a bit of regular bullish divergence, regular bearish divergence happening there potentially. Definitely got hidden divergence there. So it's going to be the old 1, 2 and divergences here, possibly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another pullback or a sell-off. Small. It could only be a small one before, But generally, as we all know, the MACD Platinum always comes back to the 0 level. It's an oscillator. Might take months, but it'll still come back eventually. Meanwhile, price could still head up too, so who knows. So that's it, boys and girls. So for Monday, we've got a new buy on the pound CAD and a new buy on the pound Aussie. And like I said, I've already moved that stop up on Bitcoin. It's a 24/7 market, whereas Forex pairs are only Monday to Friday for me. What is it, 5.5 days a week or something? But that's it. Yep. If you do like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button, as I said. It's always appreciated. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for watching, and sorry to I've dragged this video on a bit, so enjoy. Thank you.